Okay, you can probably hear my baby in the background making happy noises. So today, the topic that I wanted to talk about was the importance of believing in yourself when you're trying to accomplish a goal, or when you're just trying to live your best life. Really quickly before I dive in, I just want to mention that my friend Sabrina and I have created this group on Facebook to create a community of people who are struggling with challenges, maybe struggling with mental health or addiction or disappointments. And we're creating a community of support and love and ways to kind of look away from that and to look higher than that. So if you're looking for a personalized group, join our Facebook group. We would love to have you. It's so exciting. And that link is going to be in the description box below. So now I'm just going to kind of talk about some of the things that I do to help myself believe in myself. And I'm hoping that I have something to share here that can be helpful. For the longest time, I used to put my worth and my value in what other people thought of me. That's something I'm still struggling with, and I'm still trying to find a solution to it. So if you have some great tips or great solutions to it, I would love to hear those ideas. I could personally use them myself. So the main thing that one of the ways that I do it is I just find little small things that I know are easy for me to accomplish. Also finding other small victories, small little things that you can win in the moment, that you can look back on and say, wow, I just did that, and give yourself a pat on the back. One of the good examples I have is that my entire life I have struggled in math. Growing up in school, there were certain concepts of math I just didn't understand. And no one would take the time to teach me this one concept that I needed to learn in math. And because of that, I was held back in class. I was, I lost confidence in myself. I lost confidence in my ability to do it. Now the subjects that I'm super interested in are economics, finance, accounting, business. All of those require me to be able to do math. And I actually found that I don't suck at math. I know what I'm doing. I feel like I know how to do it, but it's caused so many struggles in my college, in my schoolwork, in just what I decide I want to do for my life, because I would do things to avoid math because I knew I was bad at it. I can't have a career that's math heavy. I'm not good at it, So I have found a free resource online called Khan Academy. And for those of you who, might want to brush up on your skills, I can link that in the description box too. But what it is it helps kind of brush up on some math skills and teach me some things so I can be confident and say, hey, wait a minute, I do know how to do this. I do know what I'm doing. I am smart. Let's move forward and crush it. And instead of sitting there saying I have this one thing in my life that's blocking me, that's keeping me down, do what you have to do to overcome that thing in your life. Another thing is that I feel like I am really, really lousy at finishing and completing a project or a goal. I tend to be the type of person that I'll start something and then a week or two into it I'll get bored and I'll quit. I'm noticing that I need to find some way of accountability, that I need to be accountable to someone, and I've decided I have a work from home business that I've started doing. And I am really struggling with consistency in that. But one of my goals, my main goal with this business is not only to just kind of bring in a little bit additional income to my home, but my main goal is to prove to myself that I can be successful and I can reach my dreams and I can make a difference in my own life. My motto is change your stars. To me, that's something, I don't know where I heard it. I was a teenager and I didn't like where my life was. I wasn't happy. I didn't like kind of the outlook on what I had. And someone was talking and said something to the effect of, if your stars aren't aligned in the way that you like them, change them. It's not permanent. It's not set in stone. You don't have to limit yourself to other people's beliefs in you, to the life that supposedly has been set up for you. You choose where your life goes by the choices that you make and by the way you let obstacles either hold you down or overcoming them. So with this business that I've got, I've decided that I'm going to set goals and I'm going to accomplish them. And what happens on a day when I don't really work and I don't really want to accomplish my goals and I don't really want to like go out and talk to people? I have someone I'm accountable to. I have a team. My husband is also a person that supports me in what I want to do. And so I've asked him to help keep me accountable. And so maybe there's a day that I do screw up and I'm like, you know what? I'm just not doing anything today. But I have to remind myself that that's just a day. I just had a bad day yesterday, or today is just kind of a crappy day. And then the next day I recommit. I have to get back into this thing because this is what I do want. I do have these goals. I do have these dreams. And this is going to be a slow process. It's going to be really rocky for me. Learning to not quit things when I get bored or when it gets hard. It's something I struggle with and I have to deal with. I am going to allow myself to stumble and struggle and fall short of my goals, because when I do that and I face that disappointment, I know that, I did a little bit better than I did last time. And guess what? I didn't quit. And just the whole I didn't quit helps so much in my mindset. It helps me to learn to have confidence in myself, in my ability to do things. And I talk about a lot how I almost gave up on life, but then I chose not to. Just that one experience there has helped me learn that I can overcome obstacles when they get hard. I can overcome difficult things. And so I am really excited going forward in life to expand what I'm doing. And I just wanted to make a couple other points that I have written down here, little notes that I've written down. You can't just have one thing that you've done to boost your confidence and live off of that the entire rest of your life. It's like a tank of gas. You can't, eventually you're going to run out of it. Eventually you're going to run out of fumes, and you're going to lose that momentum and you're going to stall out. So we need to be continually all the time developing and growing and making more goals and dreaming bigger. We need to be continually moving, because if you don't and you say, well, there was this one time 7 years ago where I accomplished something really great, well, that's fine now, but then what has my life amounted to? I accomplished one thing back then, but now I'm a has-been, right? So it's so important to make sure that you're continually trying to find things that motivate you, that energize you, that give you passion. And it can be whatever it is in your life, anything that gives you passion and motivates you and keeps you going, that really, it will help lead you in that direction you want to go. I'm hoping that some of what I had to share is helpful to you. I'm hoping that some of these tips, some of these insights can help you, or at least that you can feel like there's someone out there doing it with you. Because like I said, I'm personally struggling at the moment. I have days where sometimes I don't clean my house. I have days where sometimes I don't even try to work my business. Some days I make my husband cook dinner because I'm just like, I'm not cooking dinner tonight. So I'm not perfect, and I'm not even going to pretend to be. My goal here and my vision for this channel is to help you understand and to help you see someone else is going through this with you. There's no one in life is perfect, but there can be people in your life who you look up to that aren't perfect, that struggle as well. And I'm hoping that I can show you that idea, that vision of someone who's perfect, who has everything put together, that's unrealistic, and it's not real. And I'm trying to reach out to as many people as I can who feel like they need someone who they can relate to. If you have anything to share, please comment below in the comment section of this video and let us know some things that worked for you or some resources that you've been able to find helpful. I really appreciate you being here, taking the time to watch my video, taking the time to like it and subscribe to my channel. I am so grateful, and I'm honored that you've allowed me and that you've chosen to embark on this journey with me.